is a healthy discussion. I think it's good for the citizens of the state that we have a moment to take some time and talk about priorities, talk about how it is we are where we are at this particular moment in time when it comes to the budget and when it comes to some of the decisions that we have to confront. I'd like to join Senator Turner, the senator from Cumberland, in congratulating all the members of Appropriations Committee on the work that they were able to produce. The level of in-depth detail that they put into taking the chief executive's proposal and recrafting it and coming together in many of those components and rejecting and redesigning some of those initial proposals in ways that were more accommodating for the delivery of services is appreciated, I think, by all the members of the Senate and the legislature and the citizens at large. Because all of us in all of our districts have people that utilize these services. We have people that are working for providers. We're family members that are directly and indirectly involved. So we're all impacted. So I, again, congratulate the work of the committee. The difference of opinion that's been discussed tonight really focuses on an approach and a disagreement over an approach of how to achieve some of the goals that have been mentioned by some of the speakers. And in listening to the lesson of how it is that Medicaid, the Main Care program was designed and has landed in the form that it is today, we really have to go back and look at how it is that this program is being financed and its inability to achieve the expanded goals that it has been assigned to achieve by sweeping more people into the program and offering more services. And we confronted that when this administration was first elected to office with the $1.2 billion shortfall. And how is it that the promises that have been made can be funded? And we have gone through a series over the last 5 years of several different mechanisms and steps that have been passed, some by majority, some by bipartisan two-thirds, to fund this program, and yet we still come up short year after year, and we still confront massive shortfalls. The wholesale liquor business was sold in 2003 to deliver a one-time $125 million plug to get us through that year so that we could continue to fund this expanded program. But it wasn't enough. The cigarette tax was doubled from $1 to $2 to help fund the promises that have been made to expand this program. And that $100 million of additional revenue over a biennium wasn't enough. Then the creativity around the hospital tax, starting first with the tax on the nursing homes, and then moving to the tax on the hospitals, and then doubling the rate of the tax on the hospitals, and then moving to the private non-medical institutions and creating a service provider tax, all to inflate the costs so that we can draw down that $2 from the feds. That produced $138 million, and that wasn't enough. And I've talked to folks in other states that do not enjoy the generous match that we in Maine enjoy from the federal government in the Medicaid match. These are states, this match is determined on a comparative basis. Maine's wealth, so to speak, as compared to other states. So other states that are ranked as better off, they receive $1 federal match. Others may receive $1.25, $1.50. And then there are states like Maine that receive $2. And I talk to providers and people that manage a Medicaid program in their states that do it with $1 match, and they seem to manage. And they say, here we are in this state, we're receiving $2, plus the different tax mechanisms that have been put in place, plus in addition to the different plugs, and yet we are unable to maintain and fund this program on an ongoing basis. And the reports that are in front of us, the majority report provides one-time money to help us limp through the next 15 months. And that's pretty much the extent of it. It does not begin to address the ongoing, that word again, sustainability of how we line up Maynard's ability to pay with the promises that have been made. That's the issue that confronts us. And I think the chief executive recognized that. I think the citizens recognize it. I think this is an opportunity in this economic environment that we're in now to make serious steps, take serious steps, and begin to line this up and solve the imbalance that we confront and may continue to confront in the rest of this calendar year, and certainly the next legislature will face when they're sworn in. Thank you, Madam President.